Hello everyone and welcome back to Qualities Gaming. Today we're going to take a look at Varenje. This classical point-and-click adventure game promises tons of great puzzles and awesome artwork. Whether it can deliver on this promise is the question we will try to answer today. Varenje is available on Steam for €8.19 or your regional equivalent. Varenje also has a free demo version available. Varenje caught my attention a few weeks ago actually. To be honest, it was actually the name that caught my attention first, because it does sound distinctively Slavic. And as you guys might remember, I'm also a Slavic person. But let's begin the actual review, and let's do that as we always do by taking a look at the gameplay and mechanics of Varenje. So, at its core, Varenje is your typical point-and-click adventure game with all its tropes. Finding stuff on screen, puzzles, using things together to create new tools, etc, etc. The one thing that might be considered slightly out of place is the fact that your character isn't truly visible on the screen. But that's not really that outside of norm. There have been plenty of games that did the same in the past. So what kind of mechanics does Varenje have in store for you exactly? Well, all the things you'd expect. Most of the time you will be searching for tools on screen. Once you find them, you will use them to get access to new screens or to interact with some of the other objects. Sometimes there will be a logical puzzle you need to solve, and sometimes there will be even characters for you to interact with. But how does it all feel? Is it fun? Well, yeah, if you're a fan of the genre. For people who aren't really big on classical point-and-click adventure games, Varenje will probably feel outdated, as it doesn't really bring anything new to the table. Don't get me wrong, it uses all the classical mechanics and tropes rather well, but in this day and age, it's just not really enough to catch the attention of the mainstream player. But again, if you have even the slightest inclination towards being a fan of old school point-and-click games, you will feel like you've been visited by the nostalgia fairy. Okay, that's about enough about the gameplay really. It's time to take a look at the graphics. And Varenje looks just awesome. It's really obvious that the people who made all the illustrations and graphics are incredibly talented and should be highly commiserated for it. So, the graphics. They appear to be hand-drawn, though I haven't been able to find any sort of confirmation for this, and use what I'd actually call a Slavic style of drawing. This style, man, I'm really unsure how to explain it. It's different from the Western style, or even the Asian style though, and it's obviously closer to the Western style, yet it is distinctively different. Just take a look at the video or images yourself. I know that not everybody will like it, but to me it represented a style that I lived with when I was a little child and watched cartoons on TV. Next up, we need to talk a teeny bit about the story. So the basic premise is that you are a person who one day decided to try out a berry while enjoying your summer, and suddenly you found yourself being a teeny tiny person and you're trying to return to your normal self. And that's pretty much all I can say about the story directly without spoiling it. But I do want to mention one thing. The story is in a bit of a disagreement with the graphics. The graphics are colorful and cheerful, making the game appear like it will be a great game to buy for your kids. But the story just seems to be a bit darker and introduces some themes that really won't be well understood by small children. But if you're buying this for yourself and you're an adult, that is not a problem. Just understand that this probably isn't meant for your 5-year-old, as he will just quite not understand the story and be a bit confused by it. Moving through the list of what we need to cover, we are coming to the music. which is actually quite nice. Cheerful and fun tones that make you enjoy the game are what fits the rest of the game perfectly. And lastly, the performance of the game. Since it's a 2D point-and-click adventure game, I don't think anybody will be surprised that it ran well. And I haven't encountered any bugs or crashes either. Good job, guys! So, in conclusion, Varenje is a game that will be loved by the fans of point-and-click adventure games as it provides them with all the things they love about the genre. On the other hand, people who aren't really fans will probably not enjoy it as much as it doesn't provide anything outside the norm. But that doesn't mean they shouldn't try it out, because of a simple thing. It has a free demo. So if you're interested but unsure whether you will enjoy it, just try the demo, and if you will like it, go for the full version. I definitely enjoyed it, and I'm very happy to recommend it. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you liked the review, and if you did, please consider giving us a thumbs up here on YouTube and subscribing to the channel. And comment if you have something you would like to add. See you guys later with more gaming content.